Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to go over SPY S&P 500 ETF. Today is going to be December 23rd, 2025. Today we're going to break down key levels throughout the session, major market drivers, and what this means headed in the final trading days of 2025. If you're watching this before the close, stay tuned to the end. I got some key levels to watch and how traders are positioning around the SPY strikes. Now let's turn to a 15-minute chart where we can go more in depth and discuss the beautiful day today. Beautiful green candle today. Today's sessions kicked off with SPY opening around 683.94, giving us an early range to work with out of the gate. Early session actions included an open of 683.94, initial high climb towards 688 plus. Initial low held around 683 to 684 early on. Right out of the gate, buyers pushed SPY towards the 687, 688 range, showing strength near the upper end of yesterday. Trading band and near recent resistance levels. By midday, we saw SPY hover around the 686, 688, testing short-term resistance. Continued support near the 683, 684, which has acted as pivot points earlier. Traders were focused around key strikes, especially the 685 and the 690 SPY strikes, which often acts as a psychological magnet for both option buyers and short-term algo flows. Those strike levels were lightly defended early, but attracted attention as SPY flirted with them during the day. These strike clusters can act like support and resistance, meaning if SPY can break above the 690 region with volume, it often signals continuation towards new highs and near term. In the late afternoon, we moved later in the session. SPY continued trading in the upper end of today's range. Buyers stepped in around 685, 686. Sellers show resistance above 688 and a 690 strike. These intraday ranges suggest bullish sentiment, even if broader participation was modest, which is typical near year-end, as many institutional traders begin reducing allocations before holiday slowdowns. By today's closing bell, SPY had traded solidly near the highs, keeping it above the key intraday periods that matter to short-term investors. So while SPY is holding up well today, S&P set another record close. The S&P 500 rose a 0.5% today and closed at a new record level near 6,909.79, driven largely by technology names and strong macro data. Tech leadership continue. Big tech names, including names like NVIDIA and other AI leaders, supported key broad market strength, keeping SPY elevated despite mixed returns from other sectors. Retail participation still strong. Retail investors continue to have an outside presence in market flows this year, which supports liquidity and can push price momentum in either direction. Bullish sentiment isn't without its counterparts. Consumer confidence weakness survey shows consumers' confidence has slipped the lowest in months, which can eventually pressure earnings and market growth expectations. Fed policy not locked in. Strong economic growth might temper expectations for early rate cuts, meaning markets could face pressure if interest rates stay higher longer. Even with new record, investors should watch volatility and macro cues that could flip intraday sentiment quickly. Here are optically important SPY price levels and traders and investors. We're going to go through the bullish levels. 688 to 690 key breakout zones closing above here with volume could signal continue upside. 692 to 695 level. The next cluster of resistance, often seen as short-term magnet where sellers step in. Let's go into our support levels. 685 is the first line of support, held intraday consistently. Throughout the day, that held. The 680, 682, stronger support from recent sessions. Below here, pivots near 676 to 678 becomes a critical for broader range defense. Having these levels in mind help you anticipate reactions and manage risk, whether you're trading future options or spots. Let's use them levels, guys. Now let's go over the short-term traders. SPY tight ranges near high creates opportunities around support, resistance, flips, especially near option strikes clusters 685 and 690. Long-term investors, SPY still represents broad market exposure, and this record close reflects confidence in large cap earning and economic backdrop, and keep an eye on data like consumer sentiment and interest rate expectations. Let's get to the bottom line. Today's SPY showed market strength, staying near the top of the intraday range and holding key levels that matter to both traders and investors. With S&P 500 making record closes in leadership from tech names, the current momentum looks bullish, but risks and confidence in policy could temper this going into 2026. If you found this useful, hit the like button. Subscribe for daily market insights and comments below if you want tomorrow open and range levels. If you'd like me to go over any other stocks, let me know. That's going to be it for today's video. If you want more of these videos, continue to like and subscribe, and I will provide more. Have a good day, everyone.